Ah, we are alive. Hi. It's been a while, hasn't it? I actually recorded last week, to be fair to myself, but I was kind of at the end of I finished my 3 weeks of training. To say that I was kind of tuckered out would be the understatement of the century. So while I didn't make a thing, I was like, probably shouldn't upload it. I don't think it was bad, and the points I made were pretty relevant and something that I firmly stand by, but it was also a lot of slagging off the company that I now represent, and I'm like, no, engage brain a bit, let's not be this guy, let's be a bit cleverer about things. So yeah, and that's why we're now here. Oh, come on, man. Whatever. Hang on a minute. There you go, have a bit of music in the background. How the hell do I solve this particular issue? I don't know. I've got a team is a thing. I'm playing on my own fucking account. Because I don't want to fuck over Judas too much. Oh well, I'm just going to set up in his face and probably win? Depends on what flavour of Delphox it is. If it's psychic, maybe not. If it's Psy Shock, there's a hope and a dream in there. Although you're going to have fucking Dragon Tail, so that really means spit, does it? Yeah. Oh well, solid 50%. Not what I wanted to get fucking passed out into. Let's see if we can't force the jinx. Oh, really, dude? Fuck off, man. I think I still outspeed. It just sucks. Oh, well, fine. Yeah, it's chip, it'll do. I'm getting fucked. Quite badly. Anyway, yeah, I won. I completed my course, I passed everything. The journey getting to that point was a little bit more trying than I wanted it to be, but what do you want? Let's see. I rolled up the first Sunday to do, because basically you have to do a forklift refresher just to show the company that you can actually drive a forklift before you even get anywhere near training on it. Should have set up stealth rocks. Oh, what the hell? Please don't be Carmined. Be scarfed. I can work with that. I get to go into Blastoise and fucking refresh. So yeah, I turn up, do my refresher, and basically the way forklift tests work is it's like a driving test. So every mistake you make, you accrue a certain amount of points, and you got to get underneath a ceiling, if you will. So the ceiling for operators is 40 points, and the ceiling for instructors is 25 points. And so me and this other guy, also called Richard, weirdly enough, we roll up first day, and we do our test, and the guy who trained us was very good. Well, so I thought. We'll get to that in a minute. And I get 16 points, and he gets 24. Well, no, 22. And so we walk out Sunday thinking, mate, this is easy. Train train a sloth to drive this forklift. Like, alright, we haven't had the training yet, but the point is that we've proven that we can do a thing. And that's awesome. So we go in on Monday to start our course. A bit nervous, but, feeling pretty confident. And the first thing we get told is, right, you're going to have to do the test again, but to instructor standard, but we'll do it a bit later. And it's like, okay, again, fine, whatever. Done, fine, easy as shit. How hard can it possibly be? The guy with me, other Richard, gets 52 points. I get stopped halfway through because I already accrued 52 points. And I'm like, what? How? Like, fuck it hell, man. It's it was an interesting experience to sort of go from like up here down to we've just been kicked in the nuts with the force of 1,000 suns. So, not overly bueno. Can I just sit here and plot? I'm gonna go for a lovely kiss expecting a switch. There you go. Good. Happy with that. I haven't really seen... I'm assuming you're scarfed or specs. Actually, yeah, I'd say scarfed, personally. I'm gonna go for an ice beam. Okay. Hey man, every fucking little bit helps, you know? Sweet. I'll knock off Druddy. I don't particularly want to, but I probably should. Really? Well, that was dumb. Delphox didn't even really get any, unless he was trying to trick me. That would make more sense. Okay. Well, we kind of know what you're about now. I'm just gonna kind of keep forcing Jinx, because I may as fucking well. Yeah, exactly. I'll probably get paralyzed or miss a lovely kiss at some point. Jinx isn't awful, to its credit. I actually quite like Jinx. I mean, Focus Blast is Focus Blast, but other than that, it does what I want it to do. Let's start pushing the... Oh, hey, ho, ho, hey, easy. Calm down, calm down. You're taking a piss. Anyway, so having gone from the full-on nut shot, we worked our way up. The other guy ended up leaving on the Wednesday. He was like, this isn't for me, and it's like, I get it. I do, I'm with you right there, I swear, man. I got kicked in the nuts harder than you did, but I'm gonna stick it out because I want to. Yeah, good. I fucking knew it. I'm not playing your game, son. Oh, yeah, see, that's just not helpful, is it? Okay. I'm gonna pop a Focus Blast, see if I can... Yeah, come on, Jakes, come on! Oh, you useless fucking minge! For crying out loud! Yeah, it's fine, whatever you want. Oh, no, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. So yeah, he left on the Wednesday, and I stuck it out. I had a retest on Thursday, and I managed to get 22 points. And I am prepared to admit that they, like, slight fudging, but I managed it, and I was hysterically pleased. Like, they were like, yeah, you might want to ease up on that one a little bit. And I'm like, mate, you have no fucking idea how fucking happy I am right now. You don't even know. You can't even begin to comprehend. Come on, you fucking... Oh, right, okay. Oh, really? Come on, dude. Jinx! Sort it out! Oh, hey, come on, come on, come on. Good, right, dead Zatu. I'm happy. Awesome. Fucking Cursed Golbat slowly approaching maximum win. Well, you're fucking dead. This kind of blows. I don't really have an awful lot to deal with this. It's pretty much Steelix, and that's your... Well, Golbat, to be fair, but... Not even Golbat wants to deal with this. Really? Why? Take the kill while it's there, man. Like, you're banking on a fucking para? Come on, dude. If Blastoise... No, yeah, Blastoise is still asleep, so... I was only gonna Ice Beam. What the hell are you doing? Yeah, you got so lucky, mate. So lucky. I'm not gonna keep this, because there's no fucking point. Jesus. Yeah, like I say, worked through it. Passed my course. And then I had another 5 days in another place to do or learn how the company I'm representing want me to do it in like their way, because it's confusing. There's the proper test regulated way, and then there's the way that they've kind of agreed with that company who does the test regulated way. It's very bizarre. But I kind of prefer it because their ideas are essentially, we want to engage people, not bore them to death. I was like, helps me out. I think we'll go with a bit of Persimmon. If you can't kill this with a U-turn, you bloody Norbert, I'm gonna be very pissed off. Because I just really need Chip on oh, for fuck's sake, man. Well, you're not life orbed. I get the distinct feeling that it's Zed, but he hasn't pushed it yet, so I don't really fucking know. If you fucking SD again... No, no Steelix will be alright. It sucks, but it'll be alright. Just DQ. Just DQ, get it done. Yeah, we had a lot of palavers. I'm not gonna talk about the specifics of the palavers, because it's like it's a good story and it's a good sort of cautionary tale, but I'm just unnecessarily like putting myself at risk, because like I say, if they came and found this video, odds are low, but if it was brought to their attention and I'm sitting here fucking slagging them off, then they're gonna be like, Whereas me swearing and cussing and whatever, I'm considering this is my free time and I can do what I like with it. But as soon as I bring them into it, then I will concede that yes, I am actively talking about your company in a negative light. So they are a good company, and there are a lot of things to like, but there are a lot of things that I feel like could have been improved, especially considering, from my point of view, how fucking ballistically terrifying of an undertaking it was for me. It could have been done a lot better to ease a lot of fears. That's my main gripe. Like, just the way that it was structured, essentially. Well, we do have Golbat for this particular reason, but you're going to U-turn. You just are. Or knock off. Nah, we're going to Golbat anyway. I get a Super Fang if he does. Yeah, fine, whatever, I don't give a shit. Or I'll just roost. The good thing about this is it should be Aromatisse or set up on it. But since you're here, Steelix, I'm gonna start chipping away at your big fucking fat ass, mate. No lefties? What the hell are you? Oh shit! It's the fucking Life Orb one! Oh, dude, Golbat wins this fight even harder now. Mate, mad respect. Mad respect. Oh, fucking Shift or Steelix is so cool. It's fucking rad, mate. Fortunately, I know that Blastoise wins this fight to a hysterical degree, so... Although it will still do a pretty significant chunk, but... Groovy. Go away, please. I like that Steelix set. I do, in my heart of hearts, but is it very good? The answer realistically is no, but what do you want? But yeah, I was actually quite impressed, because I wasn't set on failing it, but I'd kind of made my peace if I had done. Just because I was like... The way that I look at it, and the thing that I kind of want to bring across, because I did do an initial for me, but like I say, scrap that. But the main point I wanted to get across is it's like... And it's something that they parroted a lot as well, and it's something that I really agree with. Oh my god. What is with these fucking toxic stalling fire types? Really? I don't get it. Oh well, Jinx gets to keep her sash. I'm happy. It's that if you give up, like if you say, I can't do this anymore, there's no shame in it, necessarily. Well, no, that's, yeah. There's no shame in it, but it's on you. You're the one who has made the choice to say, no, I can't do this anymore. There's a humility in it, but, like I say, as long as you do your best, whatever the outcome, at least you tried. And I think that's what I've decided to take away from this. Oh, balls, that is not what I wanted to do. Oh, he's CB! Well, that makes sense. That's fucking terrible, though. Like, Jesus. I think I'm gonna go into my Persimmon. Yeah, this makes more sense to me. Let's just CC him. Oh, come on, for fuck's sake! Persimmon's so great! Is it? Well, I yet to see. Seems crap. Yeah, it's like I say, I know it's a cliched, like, oh yeah, no, thanks, Gargleflop, that's really helpful, but it is genuinely true, and it's something that I've taken home. Because, I mean, like I say, like, okay, that's really great for me, thank you. I'm just gonna go to Incineroar now. Yeah, it's... I don't know. Like, I know it's not the most original or useful advice in the world, but it's like... 4 weeks ago... Oh, you know, well, actually no, exactly 4 weeks ago. Oh no, it might be more now. Yeah. 4 or 5 weeks ago, I was, like, kind of, you know, sort of nervous. Then 3 weeks ago, I was kind of ready to throw in the towel. Then 2 weeks ago I passed. And then 1 week ago I was getting ready to fucking teach. And I did. And oh, I learned so much about myself. It's because I hate people. I have made this abundantly clear time and time and time again. I can't stand people. People drive me insane. And yet here I am, big Larry fucking cave troll, driving out to bloody London to go and teach people how to drive a forklift, and like, I think it was after Monday when I got home and I finally like stopped, and I was like, holy shit, that's a thing that I did. What the fuck? Really bizarre. It's such an odd feeling that you can't really explain. Just like, man, I did that. Yeah, I'm fucking taking this. Hey, taunt me, you prick. Let's see you do it. No. God, Golbat's so fucking strong. Brave Bird Roost, Defog, you've got something in your locker. Most of them... What? It's not a play. I fail to see how that's a play. Unless it has Thunderbolt. Psychic. I see. It's offensive tease. Why? Okay, no, fine. I will back off then. There's nothing wrong with that. It probably means it has fucking Energy Ball as well. Okay. I'm tempted to just try and annihilate it, but this is my Sceptile counter, so I'm not in a hurry to just sling it in the bin. So yeah, but no, I learnt a lot about myself from teaching, because it's really bizarre. What I found out initially is that I have an incredibly low tolerance for patience. Like, it's incredible. It's unreal. Like, I had quite a lot of problems on my first go round, and I'm sort of glad that I did, because it helped provide a certain level of perspective. Whereas if everything went perfectly, I'm not learning shit. But, oh, mother of God, man. by the friggin' Friday, I'm like I had to, let's see, I had to train outside after I did the initial theory. It spent every single day that we trained outside, was raining and really, really, really windy. And so you got 3 people there who were so fucking miserable. But then on top of that, we were training right next to a fucking train line. And it's like every 5 minutes. In fact, yeah, it was like 4 banks of train tracks, and every 5 minutes a train would go past. So I'd be mid-explanation for the next stage, and I'd have to go... And good. And by the end of it, like I was like, fucking trains! But there's probably CCTV of me literally flipping the bird at trains, because I was at my limit. I'd reached my cut-off point of like, I am going to go ballistic in a second. The gloves are about to come off, and anger and hatred is going to spill out, because I was so fucking angry. And like I say, it's like, I'm... Really? Come on, man, you're taking the piss. But yeah, I just reached a cut-off point where I was like, I'm going to physically explode. Why am I going into this? I don't know why I've decided to go into this. It's very confusing to me. It seemed like a good idea at the time, because I'm looking at it, it's... Oh, no! Dude! Respect for the teeth. Yeah, go away, you fucking arsehole. Yeah, I'll take a win on that. He is fucking determined not to have those stealth rocks up. No, sod off. I can out-stealth rock you. Oh, balls. I'm just gonna keep hitting EQ then, until, yeah, fine, go for it. Oh, for God's sake, Steelix, just do better. Really? Come on, man. I kind of just have to sit here and wait, unfortunately. Really should have popped that aromatase when I had the chance. It's not looking very bueno, I have to say. Oh well. But yeah, so... the other thing as well is like, I had 3 delegates. 2 of them were fucking brilliant. Like, they took to it really well. Like, there were a few things that I had issues with. Like, there's this weird... I've never seen it before until here, or I've never really experienced it before. There's this weird thing that they do, where it's like they're doing it, they know the steps and they can go through it, but when they make a mistake, it's almost like, it's not that they don't admit it, it's just that they don't think, I've made a mistake, let's stop and let's go back. And they kept doing it, and I'm like, and I don't know how to get round that mental block. I don't know if it's a case of humility or what, but it was really bizarre. And I kept saying to him, like, there's a technique that you use in the test where, when you're going through a chicane on a forklift, it's a dam sight, or an counterbalance at the very least. I've got a train reach truck starting tomorrow, and I have probably had, over the course of the 3 years since I've had my certificate for it, about 10 hours of experience on the truck. And most of that was 3 years ago. I think I probably had about an hour of experience in the last 4 weeks. So, I'm going to be trying to learn faster than they are. Oh dear. I know what I'm doing. To a degree. Oh, this is so boring. I can't even be arsed. We're going to be here all my life. But yeah, I kept trying to explain to them that it's like, right, if you go, like, when you're going around a corner, like a really tight corner, if you go, like, the pivot wheel on your forklift, and then the pivot point, if you get it within, like, 3 inches, that's most of your turn done. Before you even started your turn, you have made your life easier, and they could do it, but when they couldn't do it, or when they missed it, or messed it up, they just kind of kept trying to plug away at it, and I'm like, why? And they're like, I don't know. It's just like, why are you doing it then? And like, because the main thing that I kept parroting, and it's sort of like, I think it's what I'm going to take going forward, because the whole point of using a forklift is to make life easier for yourself. It means you're not putting your back out, you get to have a sit down, which on a warehouse job, I've been there before, when you're mooching around, there's not really an awful lot to do. Oh, there's a nice seat over there. I kept asking them, like, why are you doing so? Why, like, this is the question that they need to ask. Like, why are you doing this? And if the answer is, I don't know, then stop doing it. Or ask, explain, understanding why you're doing something will cement it way harder. But yeah, like, one guy probably, yeah, because I had 2 girls and 1 guy, and like, there's this stigma that it's like, oh man, girls can't do warehouse work. Mate, they can. Weird sexist thing that goes around. They're perfectly capable of it. And again, if you want to say, oh, women aren't as strong as men, the forklift solves that particular issue. It's a level playing field after that, mate. So yeah. But the dude that we had, I'm not going to say their names. They were lovely people, though. If they ever do randomly see this, you know who you were. You were cool. I really liked you. He was doing the first turn of the chicane. Like, they could do the rest of it easy, but the first turn, for some reason, they just weren't lining it up right. And the dude that I had, he got really far away from the pivot point. But then he kept going, and then as he was turning, he touched a barrier. And then instead of thinking, okay, I've touched a barrier, I'm miles away from where I need to be, let's stop. Let's stop and take a step back, let's just reverse back and have another go. He kept going, and in the end, he did actually manage to make it round that turn. But it took him about 5 minutes, and afterwards I said, amazing work getting round that turn when you had no room to work with, but you would have failed. And he was like, why? Because you touched the barrier, i.e. a person or expensive equipment, and you kept driving. Why'd you do that? Oh, I don't know. It's like, again, very impressive, not arguing the level of skill. That was spot on, but you would have failed, despite an amazing, like, show of expertise of forklift handling. Oh, dear. So yeah, there was, there were things like that. I've never encountered it before, and I'm sort of thinking, how the hell do I explain this to them so they stop doing it? And eventually I was like, I went to them, because they all ended up doing it. They all missed this initial turn, and the initial turn itself, like, sets up the next turn, and then it sets up reversing back. So I'm like, right, we're getting this down. I'm going to demonstrate it, you're going to watch me. And I went through and I explained it to them. I'm like, right, how far away is my wheel from the pivot point? They're like, oh, it's quite close. And it's like, yeah, okay. How much room have I got on the other side? Oh, acres of room. And it's like, is this coming through yet? It making any sense? Because now all I have to do is just scoot a little bit and I'm round the corner, whereas you spent 5 minutes hammering away at the wheel, turning it on. I was like, make life easier for yourself. It's as simple as that. Oh, I don't know. It's like I say, first experience teaching, and I'm kind of glad that I've had that experience now, because I'm still nervous about tomorrow, but on the other end, it's like, it's cool that I've gotten my eye in, and it was the first week, had some good points and had some bad points, but it's crazy, dude. It's crazy. I don't know. I'm glad I've done it. Because I didn't sleep before the initial Monday. Like, I've got 2 hours of, I don't know if any of you have had it, it's sleep. It's something that I've experienced in the past where you're asleep, but you're so not. You couldn't be further away from sleep if you tried. Where it's like, you're not moving, you are in a sleep-like state, but you're not actively resting your brain. It's really bizarre. So, I'm kind of hoping that at least, I'm nervous, I'm still nervous, but I'm at least hoping that tonight, maybe it won't be so bad, but I don't know. I think it's probably going to be like that for the first, few courses that I do. It takes time to sort of find your groove and build up that confidence. I don't know. Okay, it's a thing. You have no rocker there, son. You have no entry anything. Oh. The one thing I've been thinking about giving a go, it's block slow, bro. Damn, man, that thing does the good shit. Like, in certain scenarios, it is pretty much fucking unkillable. And the only thing I have to really solve the problem is Steelix. Or maybe Golbat, if I'm lucky. I can out-curse it. I believe I can lead with Steelix without any proper negative no. Hey! Oh well. Over fucking Blastoise. Ooh, dual screen, eh? Mm-hmm. Another interesting thing that I was thinking about as well is, like, say, two of them were, like, I have no doubt that they will pass. Like, they were pretty great. They just need to get their head round it a little bit more, like a little bit more progress, and they're there. But one of them was quite challenging, and like a lovely person. Like, now against her. Like that. This is in no means intended to slag people off, because they were pretty cool. But it's like she wasn't getting the steering at all. And like I had a really cool breakthrough moment that I'm not sure if it actually was a breakthrough moment, but I'll explain it to you. Where she basically she couldn't get the hang of the steering at all, because steering on a counterbalance is reversed. So if you want to go right, you turn the steering left. If you want to go left, you turn the steering right, and that completely she just couldn't figure it out. But the other thing she was doing as well is she wasn't responding to what the forklift was doing, and that's what really... I got really frustrated, and I sort of apologised at the end, because I was like, I'm not trying to get angry, but you're really irking me right now. Like, just, you can go around the corner, you can do it. But anyway, so what she was sort of doing... Oh, for fuck... Jinx! Are you taking the piss? One job. You're crapping yourself on stage now. You were brilliant beforehand. Oh, yeah. I'm not overly bothered. It depends on the Stone Edge coverage or not. I don't think Hitmonlee... Well, Hitmonlee could bulk up. Really? Good for you. You have fun with that. Blaze Kick? Really? For Pharaoh Seed? Oh, you have high jump kick. Well, you're not the setup one, so I don't really think I give a toss, mate. I'm quite happy just sitting here plugging away. You can burn me if you want, but let's get some damage. Listen here, you. You're taking a piss now. I'm just gonna fuck. If he's just gonna leave me to it, if I get burned, I still get a +4 Golbat. Not my fucking problem. But yeah. So I wasn't sure if, like, she was like nervous because there were other people around, and the other thing as well you got to consider is because these two were so good, was she negatively comparing herself to her? So I was like, would you like it if these two went and had their break early and will carry on a bit longer? They can have an extended break. She was like, yeah, that would be really helpful. So I did that. And then, before she got on the truck, I was like, right, okay. There are 4 questions that you need to be asking yourself when you're going round this corner. But for the purposes of you, I want to start with one major question, because it's the question that you're not asking yourself, and that's why I'm getting very crabby. Ask yourself this whenever you move the forklift. Is this the direction that I want to be going in? Whether it be forwards, backwards, left or right. And she's like, what do you mean? Like, when you're trying to turn, because she kept turning the wheel the wrong way or this and that, and she kept persevering with it. And it's like, do you want to go in that direction? If the answer is no, What do you need to do to go in that direction? And then she was like, oh yeah. It's like, I was getting so cranky because I'm like, you're just turning and expecting the forklift to just magically go around the corner. That's not how it works. You've got to put input into it to make it go around that corner, and you're just not. You're just expecting things to happen. And then, like I say, we did this, and we had this awesome breakthrough moment, and she was like, yeah, I did it. I'm like, I told you you could do it. I'm perfectly capable of it. Fine. You're just going straight in for the bulk ups. This is where it could get a bit challenging. But I still have Super Fang, which goes through your reflect and all your bulk ups, so to be honest, mate. I mean, I'm not going to be damaging him, but he can't really... To be fair, Braviary is actually pretty strong. Like, Golbat doesn't necessarily win this fight, and that's horrifying. Anyway, so yeah, and then I worked through it with her, and I was like... The other thing as well is when you're turning in an enclosed space with the forklift, it's like, because it's an enclosed space, you need to be thinking, how much room have I got? Because as you're turning, you're in the middle, there's backswing from the back because it's rear wheel steering, and then there's your forks at the front, and then there's your pivot wheel and the distance between that. And I was like, right, as she was going around, I'm like, what's happening at the front there, person? I'm like, oh, there's quite a lot of room there. Use it. What's going on at the back? Oh, it's getting further away. Use the space. What's going on with the pivot wheel? Oh, it's moving further away. Great. Turn in. Turn closer. And we just kept doing that. And then she made it around the corner. She's like, yay. And I'm like, I know. And I'm like, I'm so crappy. It's a really bizarre thing. Oh, that super bang might have been a mistake. I know I can still kill it with Jinx, but I'd rather not just throw away my Golbat. No, I'm not worried about killing this, it's just Golbat wins quite well. Like, after this is dead, and maybe Bro, I'm fine. Oh, shit. Fucked it. Ah! Will you please stop missing? Yeah, maybe Braviary. No, because I wanted the fighting resist, because I had an Ambipom with Power Up Punch, and I was like, I'm going to get the D from any Scuff Passimian ever made ever. Is anything asleep? No. Oh my god! Oh, wow, really? Oh, so it wasn't sub at all. Okay. A lot of them are sub Roost Bulk Up with Brave Bird, but I guess, yeah, you want that steel coverage. Just go away! I've had enough! Why is that a play? I don't see how that's a play that you make. I don't get it. This is also not a play because you can't fucking kill me. I'm just gonna sit here and plot. Cheers, dumbass. Fucking spanner. This is why Jinx is weirdly good. Weirdly good. I don't know if I plot again. I feel like I do. Because he's probably just going to slack. He's sacking. No, he's not. He's going for the palm. Oh, fucked it. What do you want? I know. Yeah, actually, when Slowbro was there, I should have just been switching Jinx in every single time. I don't know why I didn't. It's a bit weird. He's probably going to start predicting it now, but fuck it. I don't care. Like, any damage is good damage. I'll take a win. Oh my god, how fucking fat is that? Oh dear. He hasn't shown U-turn yet, and I don't know why. Unless he's that fucking Z fucker. Yeah, he is. No. Sod off, Ambipom. Go away. Yeah, it seems reasonable. Right, you a normal gem. Just the worst fucking shit, Monley. Why do you have fake out on everything? I mean, it's worked out in this particular instance, but I still don't fucking get it. You need to die, so I'm gonna... Oh, he's CC. Fine, it's all good in the hood. Anyway, that's my foray into teaching. It's a bizarre, strange world, but it was enjoyable. It was nice to sort of have that moment of accomplishment. I really enjoyed that. It gave me wonderful pants feelings. I believe I need to keep this alive. Well, you're not going to go for a brave bird, are you? So I'm going to fucking go on a Persimmon. Yeah, it's fine. That's not ideal. I can't go into Incineroar either. In general, I kind of need to sack something. No, I'm just going to take damage. Yeah. Oh, that's nice. Like, fuck it. At least it's dead. It's another thing that kills Steelix out of the way. And now I can use Incineroar more. So, I'm happy as Larry, quite frankly. Because the thing is, even if he sets up a screen, I think a focus miss will kill Houndoom. It will definitely kill Ambipom. So, Jinx is kind of the win con, but we'll see how that pans out. You never know. That's what I was expecting. So, I'll just pop an EQ. Doesn't bother me. So if he goes into bro, I still have my Papa. Sweet. I don't know. If any of you are teachers, if you want to give me advice, awesome. Because the other problem I had as well was I asked, and I even said to him at the end, like, this is my first gig. I don't know how obvious it was, and they were like, oh, we had no idea. And it's like, on the one hand, that's very nice, and I do appreciate that. But on the other hand, it's also like, well, they have no context for this kind of teaching, so saying that it's really nice and, oh, we really enjoyed it, isn't actually as helpful as they probably think it is, but there you go. I'm just gonna go for the kill. Awesome. I don't know what you were, buddy, but I don't know. Anyway, Jinx essentially wins from this point. It's just trying to make that fucking magic happen now. Really? Dude. Yeah, killing my Steelix with the Vileplume has essentially ended this, because bro dies. It's just gonna take a while. Yes, well done, you stupid idiot. Oh, bloody Nora, it's gonna take all my bleeding life. Fine, I'll sit here and plot. You can't win. I outspeed Plume, which is almost dead, and I outspeed this. There's no point sitting up anymore. It's over as a contest, mate. Right. Now, lovely guess again, and now it's done. It's in the bag. It's over. I do like Jinx in this tier. I don't think it's terrible. In fact, it makes me want to use it more in PU, because it ain't bad. Fuck, no, bloody slow, bro. There you go. That's that good shit. That's what we want to see. Go home. But yeah. And the other thing I did as well, it's quite funny actually, because I did the sort of same thing at the start of my course as well, and it really irked me, which is, and I even talked to one of them about it, they have exactly the same thing that they do, which is like, in the face of something stressful, you get two kinds of people, and I kind of fall into both categories, which is that A, I will put it off for as long as humanly possible, or B, zero prep work, I'm just going to headbutt this and hope it moves out of the way. and then you've got the people who cope with stress. But for people who don't, those I find are generally the two things that I go for. Like, when it's, I'll put it, yeah. When it's something stressful and I have to do it, or something that takes up my time and I have to do it, I will procrastinate very, very hard. This is kind of why I'm doing this, to be honest, but it's also because I haven't uploaded a video in a while. And, yeah. But, there's, like I say, there's that sort of, like, want and urge to just, oh, if I just get it out of the way now, then it's done and it's over. So, like, in, like, test scenarios or whatever, when I was originally doing my forklift test, like, who's going first? Me, now, please. It's just kind of how I deal. It's really bizarre, but, you know. So, yeah. But, like, my field assessor came out on my first day because I wasn't sure if I was going to get all of my technology together. Because postal service, you know what it's like. And he was like, right, you ready to go? You've looked over it? Like, yeah, I've had a look. I know exactly what I'm going to do. You know, I thought about it. I know I've got to take 7 hours for this. And I breezed through half of the presentation in about 2 hours. And he was like, you've done exactly what everyone else does. I'm like, what are you talking about? He was like, what you've done is you haven't bothered to involve any of the delegates. You've just literally, like, apart from the odd occasion, you have spent the last 2 hours just belching shit at them with no confirmation questions or making sure that you confirm understanding. And so the result of that is you're visibly shattered, and I was like, yeah, I feel pretty dead. And it's like, they're bored to fucking tears. And I was like, right. So it's like, right, so you've made more work for yourself, and you've made it harder for them to retain the information. And now you've also got to try and fill up the next 5 hours with half a presentation. And I'm like, shit. So yeah. But like I say, what I'm going to do after this is I've got a bit more paperwork and faff to sort out first, but then I'm going to go through, and I'm going to go through the first part of the presentation that I just essentially, like, bulldozed through, and I'm like, right, let's write down some questions, just so I sort of have an idea, because my initial thought was, like, I knew I needed to ask questions to confirm understanding, but I couldn't think of them at all. You're there, you're in the moment, you're doing the thing, and it's like, I need to confirm understanding. So yeah, that's my plan. I don't know. He helped me out, and afterwards I started asking a lot more questions and getting them a lot more involved, and he was like, that's much better, well done. And I'm like, thank you. Oh, dearie me. It's interesting. Like I say, I'm learning an awful lot about myself. One final thing to end off as well, and it's something that I'm really looking to improve on, is the attitude to swearing. They say avoid it like the plague, because even if your group of delegates are chill, groovy, they don't care if you swear. We're all cussing up a storm. If someone overhears you and you're representing Mentor's going to get a call saying your instructor is swearing like a sailor, and then I'm going to get a call saying, why are you swearing all the time? And I'm like, I don't know. And a lot of it is because I'm not used to having a position of power. I'm used to kind of trying to be chill and be zen in a stressful situation, whereas I can't really. I kind of have to. There's a balance between zen and being an instructor, someone that people look up to. And like, I fell into that groove way too easily. So Tuesday we couldn't have any practice because the forklift was broken. So I spent most of the day going through theory test with them, and like, just chatting with them, seeing what they wanted to do before we got told to go home, because there was no point us being there until the forklift was fixed. And after that, like, because I was comfortable with these people, I just sort of, I found a place, and my place is like, yeah, it's fucking stupid. It's bollocks, isn't it? It's stupid. I think my favourite zenith of it, and the thing that I look back on, was like, bearing in mind I got 2 girls and 1 guy, There's something in forklifting that has an unofficial name, and it's called a twat gap. And essentially, it's called a twat gap because twats will walk in front of your forklift while you're trying to pick something up. So the closer you get to the pallet or the thing you're trying to pick up, the less likely that some idiot's going to try and walk in front of your forklift and be an issue, be a hazard. And I have two girls there, and I said it, and then afterwards I was like, what is wrong with me? I'm like... it's really aggravating because I look back on it and just think, Dad, you couldn't have picked a dumber thing to say. Like, know your audience, dude. They were cool with it, or I hope they were cool with it. I don't know, I might get a phone call at some point. But, like, why did I say that? I never know. Like, they might go into because the guy who's doing that test is not me. So they might go in on Tuesday and be like, well, what have you learned? And like, oh, twat gap. And they'll be like, hey? But yeah, it's one of those things, and if they do give me a call, I'll be like, I do apologise, I got a bit too matey, I'm still trying to learn, and I'm learning things about myself, I will improve, but it's just like, you look back at it, just like, what a stupid thing to say, because, like I say, that's such a, it's a statement, especially being presented to two women, where it's like, that can go either way. They were cool with it. They didn't say anything about it at the time. But a different like group of women or a different dude even on another day could be like, that's insulting. How dare you? And it's like, it's just me. I'm trying to kind of figure out. It's like I know what I'm doing, and I'm glad that I've had time with people to teach them and understand the kind of different trials and tribulations I'm going to come up against. But it's trying to figure out where me, as myself, as a personality, fits into that, and how I make myself fit in a way that's comfortable for me, but also comfortable for everyone else, and isn't going to get me in trouble. It's weird. It's really weird, but I enjoyed it. It was tiring, though. I never realised, like, when you've got to spend 8 hours a day... Like, alright, 7 with breaks. Just staring at people and the forklift, and looking at the forklift, and looking at the people, looking at what they're doing, seeing what they're doing, and then commenting on it and trying to correct it. I was like, I realised by about 3 o'clock on the first day of training on Wednesday, I was no longer visually taking anything in. I just stopped. I was just there like, it's probably fine, moving on. Like, Jesus. Anyway, there you go, that's me. I actually accomplished something this year. Woo. Whoo! Took an entire year, but we got there in the end. And, like I say, I'm going to try and follow through with it. I get Christmas off. So it's this week and then potentially another week, but that's sort of when people are going to start going on a holiday and taking time off, so might not, the work will probably die down a bit, but I'll probably get something else. We'll see how we go. Right, I'm going to have another coffee, another cigarette, and then I'm gonna get back to it. We're going to carry on working. Let's fucking go. I hope you've all enjoyed. And I will try and post another video next weekend, and we'll see what else I've learned about myself and the job that I'm trying to do. It's all very interesting. To me, at least, anyway. For you guys, you might be like, I don't give a shit. Have respect for your teachers. It's a lot bloody harder than it looks. Right, I'll see you in a bit. Peace.